Take two. No. We're still on take one. It's fine. It's fine. Still on take one. It's not cheating. I just pretend I'm doing things that I didn't do. Or I did do, but, you know. What do you think I'm league starting as? Obviously, Burning Arrow, Occultist, Totem, with a weapon swap, Cyclone with Oros. Okay, Detonate Dead, Necromancer. Hey, thanks for the 30-month Twitch Prime, a rock, 3 free money.
I'm still breathing, that's a good sign.
Free money. Alright, I'm gonna buy Caustic Arrow from Nessa just so it's not terrible to... You know, I actually don't even need to do that. I'm gonna not do that.
Greetings.
I'm checking for movement speed boots, maybe any links I need, which, oh, there we go. I need that chest for the other character. I guess I got it right here, don't I? There we go. I mean, I don't really need to even kill stuff, but just in case I do, I'll stick Caustic Air in there. You can probably not do that. It'll be fine. So we're just gonna run through here. Stick 1 point in. Well, I guess I'll use Caustic Arrow to clear the trash mobs around. Heal rake. Yeah, I love Deadeye Righteous Fire. That's my favorite build. Why do I have a chest piece off when I'm trolling? Pro tip, wearing a chest piece makes you 3% slower. What NPC dialogue you can skip while leveling? Well, perfect time for you to watch the stream. You're gonna see a full leveling thing here so you can see which ones you can skip. Perfect timing, dude. How much core flies is it realistic to put in POB with Phantasmal Unearth and Empower Enhance? I don't know, it doesn't matter. I've never used Phantasmal Unearth, I never will. People care too much about their POB numbers. Like, what does it really matter? What difference does it really make if you're doing the damage? Movement speed? No movement speed. Keeping that chest for the other character. Okay.
I'd almost...
Get the Quicksilver, get the Onslaught. Let's see, is there anything else? I could maybe grab this for the other character too. Blue. Oh no, wait, what? I transferred my... Alright, actual take 2 coming up, because this game is fucking garbage. You dumb bitch. I already transferred it all. Why is it still there? I literally already did that. Shit game, dude. Isn't faster make a Scion and get the gem? No. That's why I didn't make a Scion, because Ranger is faster. Alright, take 2. Take 2.
Swift and silent.
Alright, here I'm gonna make the witch character. Just to get it started, but don't start running yet.
There's a power here that welcomes me.
Do not start running yet. Alright. Now what you're gonna do is make a ranger. So the reason you make the ranger is so you can get
I've not
fork,
seen a wilderness like this before.
for, I mean,
There'll be some bright
pierce,
days
so you can get
ahead.
pierce for your spark because you can't get that on witch. I don't, that was weird. I've never had that happen before. How'd I miss all those arrows? That was unlucky. That was weird. You like the thumbnails, dude? Alright. We're killing Hillock.
I'm still breathing.
Grab all his
That's a good
stuff.
sign.
Take the chest piece off because it makes you 3% slower. Alright. Here we go. Check Tarkly. Grab Caustic Arrow. We're going to check if he has any links we need. He does not. Check for movement speed boots. It does not have any. Little shortcut for checking movement speed boots is you type NN
Stay sharp out there.
into the search bar thingy, and it'll highlight them. Little speed run tip. Gonna run the title and kill Hilric so we can get Onslaught. Why does my HP not go to max? It's kind of weird. Two-hour Tidal Island, that's pretty good. Get some Hail Rake Juke, swap out the Caustic
My
Arrow
mana
because
is
Burning
gone.
Arrow does more damage. Alright, fail dodging. Grab everything, touch that, grab that, log out. Here we go, we'll check him again.
Still alive.
Actually, I don't think I leveled up, so I don't think anything would have changed. Sell all this. Actually, ID these boots because they're blue and you can maybe get movement speed boots, but I
Stay
didn't.
sharp.
I've seen
Alright, I'm gonna check Nessa, get Onslaught and the Quicksilver, check if she has any good wands, which doesn't look like she does, so that's always good. Yep, alright.
Blessed.
Now you'll just throw everything in, god damn it, I wish that wouldn't happen. Throw everything in your stash. Time to log in to the witch. No Violet, no.
The dead will soon rise for me, not against me.
Dude, I actually, every time I walk into Upper Prison now, I get like flashbacks. How much time for average player to finish the story? I don't know. Hard to define the average player. There's like tiers. Probably like someone who's experienced with the game but doesn't really like practice ever, probably like 6 to 8 hours. Someone who's inexperienced has played a little bit, maybe
I
like
thought I'd
12.
be a dead woman by now.
If you're new, probably up to like 24.
Fine.
Alright, grab nothing from here. is we're gonna buy a spark, check for movement speed boots, there is none, check for any links you might need. You know, I'm gonna grab these. Oh, there's a chest piece with the links we need. Green, green, blue.
Farewell.
Grab the stuff from the chest, put that in there, put that on. Grab all this, take Pierce, put that in the chest piece as well. Grab that. You can get rid of these. Small life flasks.
I saw Lion Eyes.
And then she does not have anything good, so then we're just gonna grab Spark and stick it in there. And I'm gonna do this too.
God hasn't
Because
abandoned
your
us.
life flasks are really important when leveling. It's very noticeable if you have a life flask that is underleveled or not.
Just like my sisters.
You can touch
Upon
these.
the
Those are good. These things are good to touch because they usually give you pretty good loot. Like that just gave me the armor scrap and a chrome. When you have one of each color on your gear, it's a chrome. And then you sell it. Here we go. We're gonna tag the waypoint. We're gonna run into mud flats now. I don't go to title first. I mean, it's not really a huge deal what you do, but going in here allows you to get some levels first, so it doesn't take you so long to kill Hailrake. You gotta be kind of careful in this zone. Make sure you're preemptively sparking for the Roas, otherwise they will mess you up. So the way see I'm getting messed up now, but that's because I forgot I didn't have a second flask.
To learn is to live.
So the way the Roa egg things work is they're always in like a triangle. So see that? There's one here, then another one was below it. And the final one is to the right now. So you want to speed up your mud flats a little bit. You just make a triangle with it. You can take a little bit to get used to. I still mess up layout sometimes, but. What happened to my Legion Rip compilation? I don't know what happened to it. Is it gone? What do you mean? Alright, now we go to Tidal Island so we can get our second Quicksilver. Wait, what? Is it gone? It had like a copyright strike on it, so it might be gone or something. Because they're scammers, and it said it was royalty free, but someone else who got copyright strike by someone who like didn't even make the song that I made, and they're scammers. Throw our Quicksilver on because we hit level 4. Go clear all the trash mobs so they don't own us. Here you go. When clearing with Spark, you'd think you'd want to actually be in their face, but what you want to do is stay kind of far away, and what it does is it allows all the sparks to hit. And it will end up doing more damage. Grab Orb of Storms here in your Frostblink. ID rare items if you get them, so you get some. So you can get your alt shards. You can ID your blue items too if you want. Vendor anything you can for wisdom scrolls if you have any whetstones or whatever they're called. Check for movement speed boots again. There isn't any.
I don't.
Grab the other Quicksilver. Grab whatever there because it doesn't matter. Check for wands again. Nothing. Actually, this one's fine. Grab that. 3 blues. Okay. Ideally, you'd look for the green, blue.
We are blessed.
If you want, you can go to your hideout and portal there. It's a little bit faster. Not really necessary though. You can just walk down. Play with or without hazardous research? Without. It's not good, in my opinion. Kill some mobs. You get movement speed boots level 5, use them all axe, never replace. Oh, I mean you'd replace them when you get better ones. But you will eventually get better ones. Alright, when you get to this bridge thing right here, you place a portal down, and you'll see why later. Well, I'll tell you why I guess now, but you run all the way to prison, and then you go back to town, and you go back on the portal, and then you do submerged passage. Not playing unless Eb coaches you. Make sure whenever you see blue mobs, you kill them. Although, there is, like, a few caveats there. If you see blue mobs and they're, like, they've got a bunch of mods that they're really tanky, I wouldn't recommend wasting time on them, but that's not too common, so you can pretty much get away with killing them. And grab that iron ring, you make it into sapphire ring later. What you can do is vendor an iron ring with the gem, and depending what color gem it is, it'll be the type of ring that corresponds with it. Like red gem will be ruby, green will be lightning, blue will be sapphire, obviously. Spark Inquisitor is B tier. Yes. I don't know why people ask that question when I clearly put it in B tier. Like, yeah, it's in B tier on the document, right? So why would I put it in B tier if I didn't think it was B tier? Spark Arc Hybrid. Why would you do that? Alright, be careful in this zone. The goats do hurt. Indeed they do. And try and get my Quicksilver to have a charge before the big goats up here. This place is quite rippy. You're gonna want to try and have a Quicksilver up so you can weave between them and flame dash or frostblink, whatever. So you don't get hit by that. You can just run past it all. That's pretty hard to do actually. So if you don't have a Quicksilver, it's a lot harder too. Here we go, lower prison, and we teleport back to Lionel's Watch and the portal back to submerged passage. Then we're gonna look for this zone. Usually it's below the bridge thing. You should drink all of the pill clearly start. All of it. I'm gonna try not killing too much in this zone. Right, there's some blues, so I guess I might as well kill them. That's a lot of blues. Go figure. Grab that blue item. Alright. I could have grabbed that life flask back there. I should have, but too late. Run up to the guy here. Drop the Orb of Storms for some extra damage. Spark him. Grab all the items, log out, log back in. Grab your reward from Tarkly. Here we go. We can check again for movement speed boots still on that thing. ID your stuff. There we go, movement speed boots. You can vendor, everything else. If you want to be safe, you could use those gloves if they have life on them or something. I don't really bother though. Okay, there we go. You want to aim for 2 alteration orbs so you can do the wand crafts
Stay
on
sharp.
your wands, which I will get to in a minute. I'm gonna need to vendor non-ID stuff now so I can get a transmute. Go up to Lightning Walker. Oh yeah, on League Star, make sure you don't log all the way out or you'll get stuck in queue. If you're gonna use a logout macro, change it so it types /exit instead of completely logging out. Okay, here. Gonna run over to the lab trial here. You can do this essence if you want. Good essences to look for are like the ones that give resistance, like hatred, wrath, anger. Woe is obviously good too. It'll give you some damage. Here, I'll just stick it on this wand right here. Maybe it'll be good. It's okay. It'll still be worse than your normal crafted wand though, with a ring and an alteration orb.
Metal of them all.
But you don't always get that in time, so it's hard. You're gonna have to find a balance of stuff to vendor. I mean, it's not as hard as if you're going slow, but it's hard to balance getting the right amount of alt orbs and transmutes. Here we go, run up to upper prison. Let's go character selection. Yeah, you can log out this character selection, just make sure you don't normal log out during League start, or else you'll like get put in a queue and that's not fun. Start grabbing the life nodes. Here we go, Brutus.
Ignorance brought you here, sister. To the one place where
You can link your Orb of Storms with Arcane Surge and lightning damage if you want to, for a little bit of extra juice.
You think me a horror? I will show you what true horror is. Come.
If you really want to min-max your damage, get him up against the walls so the sparks will bounce.
Brace you.
I need more
Brace you.
mana.
There you go.
Had you been
Loot
my
everything.
creation, brute.
Go to character select, don't completely log out like I just did. Here you go, grab Flame Dash. Here you go, gonna vendor this stuff to get a transmute. Maybe I'll ID this one though. I guess I'll use it. Here we go. You need a blue wand, and you vendor it with the. Okay, vendor iron ring with the gem. There you get your thing here. Vendor your blue wand with that and an alt orb. There you go. There you have a crafted wand. Yeah, I guess I could have just vendored those. Thanks for the Twitch Prime Gromp. Torrent area. Can you not hear the music?
Fate smiles with sharp teeth.
That's weird.
When I'm ready, and not before.
How about
Sirens
now?
appear to be dining well.
Defensive layers. You mean DD? Because this is just... You just use Spark to level DD. This isn't going to be like an actual Spark build. It's really just what... You level, I guess. I guess you'd level every witch with this. Yeah, if you want to play Spark, you'd go, Inquisitor. And then you get a ton of regen and a little bit of block and armor and evasion. Yeah, if you want to play Spark, you definitely go Inquisitor. Very good build. If there is no race, I'd maybe start that. If there is no race, I'd either start that or, Blade Blast Cultist. Alright, after we grab the All Flame, gonna run to the Cavern of Wrath, or whatever it's called. Angry Cavern, Angry Cave. Spark Elementalist, I mean, I'm sure it would work, but it wouldn't be... It would be worse than Inquisitor. Go back to Ship Graveyard. Run to Fairgraves. Shit, he's normally near the waypoint. Tanking Inquisitor Sigil of Power be a thing. What the heck does that mean?
My liege,
Tanking Inquisitor
but as a gentleman
Sigil of
honor,
Power.
It pains me greatly to do this. Hard times call for hard hearts. I'm sure, were the circumstances reversed.
How good is EA Bliss the Elementalist? Oh, that's pretty good. It should do big deeps, but then you're playing a totem build and your clear will be kind of
Still
painful,
alive.
at least at first. In my opinion, other people may have other opinions, but I think totem builds are pretty painful to play, especially at the start. Still no movement speed boots.
Farewell.
If you must.
Alright, gonna check Nessa again. You don't really need any of those. Grab something random. I'm gonna sell these alt things, alt shards, because I don't need them for another wand. And I still somehow don't have a... You know what, I'm just gonna keep that for now.
Take care.
Until I get a new wand that's a 3-link, I'm not going to do the other wand craft. So I'm gonna look for a... Was there a blue green? I'm gonna look for a blue
Still
green
alive.
here now. Blue green, but I have movement speed boots, so I can't use it.
Farewell.
Well, once you get your wand crafts done, you're gonna want to look for a blue green instead of a green blue for your spark. And you can move your onslaught onto your Orb of Storms, and then when you pop your Orb of Storms, you'll just get onslaught from it. Because at that point, you should do enough damage for it to kill some monsters. So. That is the optimal way to do it. Not a huge deal if you don't, but if you want to maximize your damage, grab that heavy belt. What do you prioritize once reaching maps? I don't know, if you're softcore, you just blast. If you're hardcore, make sure your gear is not garbage. Why do I still have Frost Blink? I always do that. So I should have a Sapphire ring right now, but I don't. I recommend you get a Sapphire ring if you're not comfortable with Merveil, or else she will own you. Just get 2 Sapphire rings and you should be safe. See that? Spark does big damage. It's crazy. Grab her loot.
Poor
And ID
fish wife.
this.
'Twas love that
There you
did
go. That's
this
a pretty
to
good
me.
ring. Just gonna want to look for life and res in all your gear. That's all that
It's
really
nice to
matters.
see there's still some life in this.
When did
twitching
Spark
corpse
become
of
good
the
again?
continent.
Last league? I don't know. Whatever league they buffed a bunch of spell damage. I think last league, or this league, or last league. Is Arch Nemesis considered last league at this point? Because we're in like a purgatory right now. Would that be last league, this league, or something else? Talk to Groost. Sell your stuff. I'm gonna sell it for the transmutes because that's what I need right now.
Ready, exile?
Whenever you see Einhar, you can touch him and make him follow you. It'll help you clear a little bit. Throw out your sparks at some packs. Keep your onslaught and your Quicksilver up. So since we muled the ranger character, we already have 2 Quicksilver, so you don't need to do the den. If you want to do the den for one of the other rewards, you can feel free and do it. Get like a rare leather belt or something. But I'm not going to. Gonna run up to the Chamber of Sins. Keeping a lookout for a blue, green.
Ready, exile?
Oh, Einhar again, grab him.
The air stinks of thaumaturgy. I could learn a thing or two here.
Don't bother clearing whole packs at this point. You don't really need to. Keep an eye on your level. If you are like within 1 or 2 levels of the zone, you're good. You don't really need to over level too bad at this point. If you are like 3 levels under, maybe take some more time to kill some monsters. Always clear blue packs though. So in Chamber of Sins, you can tell where to go. You find the middle, where the waypoint is, and whatever waypoint direction is going, that's where you run to. Like, you can see it's right here, and then you just run straight from it. That's where level 2 will be. I'm only going to go over the really obvious like layout tells, because way too much to learn for that. You're going to need to look up a specific layout guide. But in Chamber of Sins Act 2, or level 2, the trial is usually always down
Barely
from
recognize myself.
from the entrance. If you're going up, you're probably gonna miss it. I'm really bad at finding the trial in the zone, so yeah. Don't really listen to me on that one, but never mind. How does Spark hold up compared to Armor Cremation? I think it's better. Grab your life mastery. Arch Nemesis characters are my just standard, aren't they? Shouldn't they be? Or they in like purgatory and don't exist or something. What? Mule, Both, Pierce, and Onslaught. Those are from the same character. Grab Herald of Thunder. Yeah, I guess an ID for regular stuff right now. Maybe sell these transmute shards for some more scrolls. That's a juicer ring. There we go. Throw that on. You can get rid of this.
Iron. A bee.
Um, looking for a blue green. Doesn't exist. Alright, what about you?
What?
Or actually, wait, I want to grab the other gems
Yes.
from her. You're gonna want to grab Skitter Bots and Wave of Conviction.
Make it far.
Blue, green. Blue, green. No.
Exiles.
Vol DD, you get that from either voling it or you can do vol side areas. You know, you actually... Never mind, whatever. Secret the fast loading screens. Don't play a hard drive. If you have a hard drive, the game would be like unplayable in my opinion. I couldn't play this game with a hard drive. Level 16, you can put on your auras now. Or I guess some of them, because you need 18 decks for your Skitter Bots. So what I'm gonna do with that transmute now is I'm gonna buy a Jade Amulet, which I should have already done, but I forgot to. I meant to grab that waypoint and go back, but I forgot. So you can tell where Alira is see these stones on the mini-map? Yeah, if you just run in the same direction of that's where Alira is. Over there somewhere, usually above it.
You missed a valuable lesson, sister. Never let the power.
Alright, so now we're going to run to Weaver. It'll be on the opposite side of the map. As Alira. I'm using Herald of Thunder right now. I mean, you can help Alira if you want. If you're bad at leveling, you can help Alira, especially if you're hardcore, I'd recommend doing that. Give you some extra res.
When I'm ready.
There is no defensive auras at this point in the game, but if you really want to use one, you can stick Vitality from Act 1 in. But they nerfed it and it's not very good anymore. But if you really want to be safe, you can do it. You can kill this mob if you want. Great, it's ghosted. But you should try and get some essences because later on you can do better wand crafts based on the rarity of the ring. So if you use a rare ring in the wand craft instead of a normal one, it will give you a higher tier of the damage on your wand. Can I start again? I'm gonna upload it all to YouTube. I mean, I could use flame. I mean, like, there's a point. So the thing with Spark is there's so many skills that synergize with Spark that you're gonna have to like choose at some point. Do you wanna use 12 buttons? Yeah, I could use Flame Wall, I could use Wave of Conviction, I could use some other stuff too, but I could throw a Holy Flame Totem down for some extra DPS, but at some point it's just too much.
Too much clutter.
Grab the spike.
Hello.
Here we're gonna render some of this. ID it. That has Dex on it. I could use those, but it's the wrong color. So I'm gonna grab the Jade Amulet now. Grab the highest one. Still no blue, blue, green.
Hello.
Maybe these are blue, blue, green. Blue, blue, green, but of course it's a transmute. Game hates me.
Return.
Here we go, we'll go back to Crossroads, and we'll go down here to the crypt.
Ready, exile? It is time to hunt!
Try and keep your flasks up at all times. Keep your onslaught up. Motoring of Greed. I mean, I guess I could take it. There's some essence mobs that you are gonna want to make sure you don't kill. Like, if it's on a monster that's... Here's a rule of thumb. If there's an essence on a monster that is, like, a very large monster, like literally large, the chances it has a really high HP pool, you're probably gonna want to ignore it. Like, for example, if it's on a bear, ignore it. If it's on one of the giant rock golem guys, ignore it. Right here, I can stick my skitter bots in. I messed up my movement only key. What button do I want my Wave of Conviction on? I don't know. I'll put it on T. I guess you don't really need skitter bots on this because you're a shock build. Where is the trial? Yeah, the cage dudes too. Don't open the cage dudes. That's later in the game though.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Whetstone. Always pick those up. Armor scrap. Always pick those up. There we go. How do you know what items swear? I mean, it just comes down to whatever sockets you need. Like, early on, all that matters is socket colors.
Make it fun.
Boom. Still no blue, blue, green.
Return.
Oh, I
if
should have.
You must.
Wait, I don't know.
My help is yours.
I need a helmet, but I don't have any. I'm gonna get better life flasks. Like I said, that was huge. Maybe just one, whatever. Come over here, grab EO. I try and recolor stuff, so you know I have a lot of chromes. No, this is just how you level pretty much every witch build now. This is the meta leveling strat for lots of witch builds. The overlay might be bugged, one stack on top of each other. I mean the armory overlay? That thing's bugged all the time. Yeah, the non crit is good too. The lightning mastery for non crits are lightning.
Two is kind of disappointing.
I'm what's it called? I'm like Here you can grab, I don't know, elemental focus, sure.
Yes.
Anything else? No, not really.
Goodbye.
What? I have.
Do you have something? How many times am I gonna check you and you're gonna have nothing? I don't know, I'm still checking.
Travel far.
But I'm torn between choosing going straight for EO versus going for the Lightning Mastery. I mean, I don't think it makes a huge difference either way. You're gonna do giga damage. This is the thing with a lot of like choices while leveling. Like, a lot of the choices you make while leveling are very minuscule, and you're gonna do giga damage either way if you're using a good build. Final 4 link for Spark would be like
This land
Spark,
has no time
Pierce,
for avaricious
added
magic
lightning.
spots like you, Oak.
And something else. Faster casting, maybe. Here we go. You can go talk to Aramir here. Wait, did I think I forgot to, oh, dude, I ruined the run. Yeah, Lightning 10 is good too. I mean, like I just said a second ago. The choices you make on leveling with stuff like this is very minuscule, and you're gonna do giga damage no matter what.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Here we go. Kill this guy, get that. Alright, log out. We can go back to Act 1 now and grab this skill point from Vestal.
Coste.
Okay, now we can go back here, sell this stuff.
What? Going?
Yeah. These boots need to be blue. That's not blue, that's not blue, this game sucks. What is that? Jeweler's Orb? Cool. Alright, I'm gonna ignore that mob because he's scary. Alright, I guess I'm not ignoring him because he's just gonna follow me forever. Hey, pretty good loot too. Better mana flask, sure. Yeah, this is actually the right way down here. How do you sustain mana? I click my mana flask. An incredible thing, really.
The very land learns to heed my demands.
The fairy land. Oh. Here we go. Level 20, doing good on levels. Fastest leveling run,
How
3
fascinating.
hours pre-smoke mine nerf, 3:30 post.
Ready.
Grab this guy, alright, now we can grab our OP Lightning Mastery. Lightning damage with non-crits is lucky, that's huge. Make sure you grab that one.
when I'm ready and not before.
Yeah, if you type something stupid, it will go down in YouTube history books. Kill the blue mobs. Yeah, non-crit damage is lucky. Oh, this could be good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, there you go. I can replace this other rare one now. Let's see. Orb of Storm, put it there. Boom, boom. I can put, I don't need to yet, but I don't really need this. Herald of Thunder can go here. There we go. Giga Damn time. Cast speed 2, mana lightning resist, that's a good wand. That is a good wand. Boom, grab this is movement speed recipe, grab that. Just in case you didn't get movement speed boots, there you go. Now you can go craft it for 3 augment orbs, which you should have by this point. I have 4, they're pretty common. Not a fan of this layout. Why no Herald of Thunder? You mean the Herald of Thunder that I have equipped right now? I don't know, good question. Yep, not a fan of this layout. I'm pretty sure it is actually right there. Oh no, there it is. What the heck? I can grab these cast speed nodes. Yep, it could be time for level 21 recipes. And at least do one. I don't know if it's worth doing before Oversoul and portaling out or not. I mean, I guess I can. Mushroom Swiss burger from Culver's. Alright, okay, I can buy this, and then do this, and then, here we go. I can get rid of this, I guess. I mean, it was good, but not that good anymore. Take all the gems out. Alright, now we need rings, but of course the vendor does not have any. So back to Act 1. And then once we do this, your wands are set for the rest of leveling. Here we go. Perfect. Throw those essences on him. Hope you don't get anything really good like that one, because now it's going to feel bad to vendor, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because, you know. Where'd they go? Oh. There we go. Alright, stick your things back in, your links. There we go. You can vendor these other 2. Alright, there we go. You know what you can do now, actually, is try and fix the color on this. There we go. Now we can stick Spark in there with Pierce and added lightning. Then we can also stick a Herald of Thunder in there. Orb of Storms can go instead of Frostblink. Actually, Orb of Storms goes in your chest piece with Onslaught. Yeah, this VOD will be uploaded to YouTube. Some of you say DD Necro's crazy overpowered, and others say Seismic Trap and other builds would be way better. Seismic Trap will be not way better, but it will be also really good. DD is only good for playing hardcore. If you're playing softcore, there's basically no reason for that build. And I think a lot of people are overhyping it. And I don't think it's nearly as good as a lot. I mean, it is really good, but some people think it's way better than it really is. I think Seismic's better and way better in softcore and slightly better in hardcore. Poison's a lot more SF friendly and will do more damage early. Physical will do more damage later, but oh, those boots are insane, dude.
A pity. I think we could have been friends.
Going?
Top 3 softcore, Seismic Trap, Blade Blast Occultist, and I guess some kind of Lightning Strike, Berserker Champion. Okay, I don't know why anybody would play RF in softcore. I still don't understand that. If you're talking about builds that, like if you're asking about builds in terms of like what's gonna be really good, I don't know why you'd recommend RF to people.
When I'm ready and not
like it's a good build, but I don't know why. If you're looking specifically for a softcore build, RF would not be my first thought. I didn't say you can't play RF in softcore. I'm just saying if you're asking for meta builds, RF is not a meta softcore build. That's all. I'm not saying you can't play it. I'm just saying when you're asking in the terms of relevance to the meta.
When you build something like this, you make persecution a way of life.
I'm Witch and not Templar because I'm leveling DD. And this is just a leveling guide.
My work in progress. Let's see if Rayclast has been good to you, witch. Enough of this.
Gotta go find the trial now. I think it's over here. Saboteur is definitely not one hit prone. You are considerably tanky, though you're not incredibly tanky. Like you won't be able to face tank like really big hits. Like you will get one shot if you tank something stupid, but if you don't tank something stupid, you won't be. Talk to Clarissa, grab that. We're gonna go in the sewer now. New level up animation, should I put it on? The exclamation point on your minimap is where you need to go. Gotta grab the three busts. Problem is Saboteur Exsanguinate struggles in juiced maps. Yeah, well that's why it's a bosser, not a mapper, right? So if the second bust you grab is in a big room, like this is a big room. If it's about half the size of that or like a quarter of the size, you go down. If it's the big room, you go up. And that's where the third one will be.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Poison build is better. Blade Blast or Lightning. There's a Poison Lightning Strike build. I haven't heard of that one again. I say that again? Yeah. If the second bust you grab is in a big room, you go up for the third one. If it's in a small one, you go down.
Ready, exile? It is time.
Catacombs for the waypoint or the whatever it's called trial. There's the 4-link. Big. Alright, doesn't want to get the right colors, it hates me. I have a well, if you look up Gucci Pradas on YouTube, he has a guide video. Concoct the Hargan. Get that. Check if there's anything cool. Hint, there usually never is. I'm gonna split these up so I can sell 2 for some of those. It's all garbage. I still don't have a helmet. Alright, you got a helmet for me, buddy? Oh, you got a 4-link here. Hey, that's pretty good. Sure. But I'm never going to color that correctly, so it's not that good. Throw that on there. Alright, got new gloves at some point whenever I can fix the colors, grab conductivity. Tornado is from Gravicious, isn't it? Make sure you remember that once you get your weapon swap, once you get your wand crafts that you put Onslaught on Orbistorms, you make sure you're dropping that for Orbistorms unpacks. Make sure you don't think it's still on Spark if you swap that. Here we go. Look for this book thing on your map, and the waypoint will be right next to it. It's usually like if you just go left and sort of in the middle of the map, and then you grab the ribbon as well. I like to clear those 2 packs there. I'm gonna grab that for another croon. Here, then you go directly up from this. There'll be the docks up to the left or so. I think it's the first time I've like explained fully everything I'm doing. Yes. So if you're at level 24, you can just like, if you're level 24 above at the docks here, you can just run straight to straight and try and find the whatever the quest item is here. If you're level 23, I would clear docks maybe a few extra times, get to level 24 or 25 to see your level. You are good on levels. Otherwise, you can kind of just run through, and you don't need to worry too much about it. Though, if you're R24, I'd spend a little bit of extra time, maybe clearing a little bit more. There you go, you can grab that and leave. That's, that level up effect is from the new
What's going on?
Supporter pack.
Don't do anything I would.
There we go. Where do you get faster proj from? Library. Oh, that's a dock leave. I'm not doing that. That is a dock leave.
I'd love to see the insides of this spell. I can't abide housework.
Library is awesome if you like wasting time and getting like one of the worst layouts in the entire game and with the worst mobs in the entire game for leveling. With, yeah. I guess I can put Spark back on my... Alright, I can put Onslaught back on my Spark. Since I have the 4-link. I'm gonna replace that in a minute though. I'll probably throw like added cold or something in it. That's fine. There's another 4-link. Well, I don't really need that 4-link actually. I can get rid of that. My helmet's pretty good. Vault Temple? Well, Vault Temple is, I don't know. I think Vault Temple's easier layout to read. Okay, there's another 4-link over there. That I might actually grab. There we go. I'm gonna throw this. Oh, I'll get this aura, or this, whatever this is called, essence, and throw it on it. It's gonna be huge. That's pretty good. Cool. Ooh. Darn it, never mind. Wait, it is? Wait, this is a good layout. Sometimes you get this really rare layout where you can just jump right over to Diala and it's the sickest thing ever.
The cockroach.
Best thing in the game.
Leave me, not a cockroach.
But she's pretty much always to the left of the waypoint. You go down and then to the left, usually. Most of the time. I don't know what crafting recipe that is. I don't think it's very good. I mean, still grab it, I guess, but... Boom, gonna swap that. No.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Not the milk bag.
I shall
Alright, gonna do Gravicious here. Oh, forgot to stick my conductivity in. I could do that now. I'll do it after I kill this guy. Kill him so you can get Tornado. That's a pretty big damage boost for Spark.
You wanted me burned back in Audius Gravicius. That wasn't very much.
Oh shoot, wait. Maybe you don't get Tornado. I guess I'll find out. I feel like Witch should get Tornado. That's kind of dumb if she doesn't. Hey, thanks for the tier 3 gift sub, Toasted Almond Sippy Cup. Maybe you do want to do Library. Alright, if you're leveling, you're not concerned with going super fast, alright, you can do Library. You can grab Tornado and Faster Proj. Link Faster Proj with your, what am I doing? And, yeah. Okay, there's probably still something I get from Gravicious that's good, like Sigil of Power or something, I'm sure. There's gotta be something useful. But yeah, I guess if you're not concerned with going as super fast as possible, you could do Library.
Or it masters you.
How many different tunes do I level in a month? Not that many. I usually play like maybe, I mean, it depends on the league. Like, if it's a really rippy league, then I'll play a lot of characters, but For the past like 4 leagues or so, for the last like year, I've probably had about 5 or 6 characters per league. Around there. So here, when you get to this place, you see these squares on the mini-map. You're gonna want to go see there's 2 there and there's 1 there. You're always gonna want to go the direction that has 1. What is this? Alchemy? Elementals over Inquiz. This is just a general leveling guide thing. If you're playing a witch build, chances are you're leveling with Spark. So it's just for pretty much any witch build.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Nothing to do with whatever the final build is.
You had to choose mine. Such power wasted on a feeble imagination.
See, you just delete bosses. Vol Lightning Strike or DD is your build? Definitely Lightning Strike, my dude. Unless you're planning on pushing content really fast and hardcore. I was thinking, yeah, okay.
See you.
I'm gonna go back to Act 1 here. Even for Blade Blast? Well, I don't think there's any Witch Blade Blast. Oh, wait, Occultist is Witch build. For that, you'd probably go Poison Concoction. I mean, you could get away with Spark, actually. Of course, I don't have a thing there. Does this work? Oh, it does.
Goodbye.
Is that trolling? That might be kind of trolling, I don't know, I'm curious. But I think that's trolling. Grab the waypoint, and then the waypoint, if you go to the top, it goes straight up from it and to the left. That is where the trial will be. EA Elementalist. I don't really know what the tree is, but what you can do is
Lily PLS.
look at the tree for Spark, and if it'll only take like 20 regrets or so, 20 to 30 regrets to swap, yeah, you should probably level a Spark. What do you typically level with them? Yeah.
An emperor must know precisely where he stands.
I mean, yeah, I don't really know where you go with. I mean, it would be left side, right? Yeah, you could probably do Spark and still be fine.
When I'm ready, and not. Remember, Dominus, what goes up must come down.
If you're here, you're gonna want to make sure you have pretty good cold res and Scepter by Scepter of God, otherwise you're gonna hate your life because you're gonna get free frozen every 2 seconds. Same thing if you want to do the library. You're gonna want to make sure you got some fatty cold res. Did a League Star run yesterday. I hit 80 around 8 hours, but died a lot in early maps. Do you overlevel in BA at all before it's not? Yeah, well, I don't. I usually overlevel in like either Desecrated Chamber or Foothills, not BA. I don't like BA. I think BA is overrated ever since they nerfed the humility drop rate. Like 3 times in a row. I mean, it kind of depends on your build too. Like, if you're playing something with Plague Bear, BA is gonna be really good, right? Because you can just run up and down it. You get like 500 million XP per hour. How do you not embarrass a skill like humility with the nerf? I don't know what that means. I have no clue what you're saying, Rigel. When your bladder and colon get full, do you yell for your mom to bring the bedpan? You cut a hole in the middle of your chair and then you like attach a bag and then you can just go whenever you need to go. That's the league start strat.
You'd bite the master that called you here, witch?
Gotta make sure you have pretty good fire and lightning res here too, otherwise these NPCs will bop you.
Submit, heretic!
As you can see, you just completely delete stuff.
Have you ever seen
Drop
the
your Orb of
truth
Storms,
is
Conductivity, and then Wave of Conviction, and then spam your Spark.
This world is an illusion, exile.
Why do I keep IDing things? I need to get Transmute Orbs and go get added cold or something. Throw that on that. That ended up pretty good. Look at this noob dude, he doesn't stand a chance.
Too much. No one will cry for you, Dominus. That water just reeks of corruption. Let's see where it comes from.
Level 29 here. I could probably spend a bit of time killing the side monsters for some extra XP, but I don't know if I will. Maybe I will, yeah. 4 levels under. Probably don't want to be 4 levels under. Maybe 3.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Hello? Yeah, I'm swimming in 4 lengths this run.
I no longer need fear. Destiny is seeing to that.
No oven mitts. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do is go back to Act 3 and grab some skill gems. Celestial skill, that was
What is it?
level up MTX ring thing. There we go. Let's see. I think Sigil of Power. No, you don't get that. Alright. I'll grab Wrath though. Grab Wrath, and then you can get rid of Skitter bots because you don't really benefit much from this, from the shock from Skitter bots on this build because you know it's yeah, I guess you don't really get anything too useful from that. Alright. How about Act 2? Let me look at the green items here.
I am not.
Anything good for green? No, not even. Alright, I guess they're stuck doing library for like faster prod or something. So I'll just grab added cold. Not a bad option. Get rid of onslaught. Put onslaught on
While
Orb
we
of
live,
Storms.
we are blessed.
Not too bad. Alright, back to Highgate. Tanky build, I can do all kinds of focus on mapping. Would I recommend a detonate dead? I mean, I wouldn't say that as a focus on mapping, but
How
it's a
do I
tanky
keep
build.
in such lovely places?
Tanky build with a focus on I mean, it sounds like. Wait. I mean. Yeah, you could try RF. Or. I mean, give me like. Kind of hard to recommend things a lot of the time without just like kind of putting your own biases in it. But you kind of need to give like a pretty good description of what you want. Like if you could give like numbers, like how I did in my Google Doc thing with my build tier list. Like if you could give like ratings on stuff.
I'm watching
Oh,
you.
flame wall, yes. I could do that. I already have so many buttons though, dude.
Yes, little mountain.
I'll try
I'm
it.
pleased to see you too.
Whenever I get another transmute, I'll try it. I feel like that's like approaching a point where there's just too many buttons. But I guess I was assuming I would get Tornado or Sigil of Power, but I guess I don't. Maybe Sigil of Power is Act 4. I think it is. This is better than Armored Brand Cremation, I think. I'm getting better times with it anyways.
I think it likes me.
I mean, they're similar enough. You can just choose whatever your preference is, but I'm personally sick of Armored Brand Cremation for the last, like, 3 million years, so... Yeah, well, I think I mean, this isn't why I didn't choose Flame Wall. I didn't choose Flame Wall because I'm a noob, but I feel like that's approaching a point where it's too many buttons, because you have to do Orb of Storms, Conductivity, Wave of Conviction, and then adding Flame Wall too. And if they decide to do Library, then they're going to get Tornado, which if they're noobs, they're probably going to do Library, because I feel like every noob does Library. Which, I mean, they should, because they're not racing, but... So they should do Library, but kind of like button overload.
Don't be
Alright, draw me a
mountain.
stupid
It'll all be
blue
over
or
soon.
rare item before, please. Thank you. Spark better than the classic Stormblast. Mine Frostbomb and Orb of Storms. Yes. It's definitely better than Stormblast mine and that stuff. Whether it's better than Armored Brand Cremation is debatable, but it's definitely better than Stormblast mine and stuff like that. Do you need library for Fizz Trap, like Fork or something? You know you get all gems from a vendor in Act 6. That's why you don't do libraries, because you get the Act 6 library now. And so doing library is just like a time waste unless you really need a gem there. Alright, let me go try this.
Hello.
Flame wall, give it a whirl. I don't know what to get rid of. This.
Take care.
Alright, I'm approaching lots of buttons very quickly. Alright. When you get to Crystal Veins, you can go do lab.
That would just make life complicated.
Which question? Oh yeah, Sniper's Mark is better. Do you get Sniper's Mark on this character though? If I don't, you're banned.
Need something? Be
Doesn't
careful.
look like it. That's a perma. But yeah, Sniper's Mark is better. Ignite or Seismic? Yeah, I do get that question a million times per
When I'm
day.
ready and not before.
They should just look at my tier list on YouTube. What do you think about people overhyping DD so much, then? Do you think people are do you think people think it's way better than it really is? Or are you with them? Or do you agree with me that people think it's way better than it really is? I mean, it is insane, but people think it's like insane.
I need more mana.
Like, people think it's like the best thing ever. The best build ever. Where I think in reality Seismic's better.
What ambition? My 3 lieutenants remain. Misery loves company. Yeah, I guess TD is better than Seismic, like, really early on. I think Seismic gets quite a bit better later. Suppose you got a point there. The Emperor who sits alone on his throne.
Yeah, it could be the FOMO of the bug that makes people think. I get it. When you say something's bug, I guess it like makes it you think it's something really crazy, right? I don't think people realize that the bug actually isn't that crazy. I mean, the bug's big enough that if it wasn't bugged, I would definitely choose Seismic over it. But it's not that huge. It's enough to make me not play it, but it's even without the bug, it's still good enough to do all the content. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to explain that to people.
When I'm ready,
So if you're in
and not
software,
before.
don't choose DD. Unless you prefer not being able to die. Like it's, yeah. I mean, like, it still comes down to preference, obviously, but if if you're looking for optimal builds, it's definitely not one of them.
Aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep you.
Why Witch over Templar? Because the Templar DD is, I mean, yeah, Templar DD is worse than Witch DD.
I need more mana.
I couldn't see! This level up thing is pay to lose. I couldn't see what he's doing.
Too much clutter.
Before your emperor, you are worthy. Before the goddess of justice, you are worthy. Receive our blessings. Embrace our gifts.
Definitely not using that in the race.
For this is the ending that we all deserve. Embrace.
See, and then you grab this node, and then you have to add another button. You throw like... then you have to throw Desecrate in for even more buttons. See, this is what I mean. It gets out of hand. It gets out of hand very fast how many buttons you press for this.
Remember to live.
It is definitely getting out of hand here. What do you mean, am I actually gonna desecrate? It's 10% more damage. Of course I'm gonna desecrate.
Go where you are needed.
And it lasts forever too, right? The corpses won't expire, so...
I am the vessel, the sword of God. It was here in the boots of the oppressed that
What ascendancy would you go if you went Elementalist? Probably Elementalist. I don't know. Maybe a Cultist. Depending how Elementalist I wanted to be.
your future. And for that, you will have to fight.
I'm just gonna upload this to YouTube for like a full playthrough of how to level as Spark, so I have the chat on screen. I've been meaning to do that with things I want to upload to YouTube, but I tend to forget. What YouTube face will I use on the thumbnail? I don't know, it's gonna be something huge. I'm thinking I'm gonna be like, I wanna have it like, you know, the effect where it looks like you're like, you move your head really fast in the camera and it's like blurry. I'm gonna have like 12 of those and then be going like that, and then it's gonna be like explosions everywhere. And there's gonna be a bunch of sparks on the screen again, and I'm gonna have like 16 necromancers on the screen. And yeah. Wait, I didn't know, wait, I thought you needed Smoke Mine to skip these. You actually don't. Dang, you can actually skip those. With Flame Dash, I didn't know you could do that.
When I'm ready and not.
So what I did right there was, if usually you do it Smoke Mine, it's easier at Smoke Mine. You aim at the very like edge of the doors back in those arenas in that last zone, and what will happen is it won't spawn the monsters and the doors won't close, because it won't realize you're in it, and then you can just go through it. I only recommend doing that if you're over leveled, because those are good XP. So if you're like level 33 or like 34 like I was, I wouldn't really recommend doing that, but if you really hate those things or you're trying to zoom, you can definitely do that. Is Lightning Wand crap better than +1 Lightning Wand? I don't know, I think it's very similar. One's a lot easier to get than the other. You probably won't notice a difference. Spark be substituted here with Arc? I mean, if you don't lose like a ton of damage, you could, I guess, but no, not really.
A king of swords is nothing.
And Quiz Spark Softcore good enough to kill Udros's day 3 or 4? Yeah, sure.
I need more mana. I'm sorry to have to break this.
What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, if you get the +1 lining, I just use that instead, because it'll eventually be better and it'll be similar earlier, so I mean, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. If you got a +1 lining, I would just use it.
I hope they're not all like this.
Might as well. It saves you time in crafting a wand too. You know, I'm actually gonna keep Onslaught on Spark until I get the bosses, and I'm gonna swap it. Yeah, I think you should probably just keep it on Spark, though. I think it is better if you want to be super sweaty to swap it. Yeah, people won't remember to swap it, so they should probably just keep it on Spark. Or not even remember to swap it, but people won't even remember to use Orb of Storms to proc it, I mean. Like me.
The Black Spirit walks amongst us.
Now that's what you get.
What is it? What do you need now?
Yeah, I have so much shit. Get out of my face. Maybe I'll keep these. Do you think of Phantasm Necro with Soul Rest? Do I think it's a good starter? Well, no, because you can't start with it because it's a unique. I don't like any starter that requires uniques. I don't even care if I'm in Trade League, because you're still gonna have to wait 12 years to get them, and you're gonna ruin your first like day or two playing a suboptimal build that's not actually very good. That's why I don't like Mage Skellies, right? Like, you're gonna have to clear maps with Absolution and so much shit. I mean, it's probably acceptable for most people, but when you're trying to rush and do things, I need a better mana or life flask. skill would you use the level of Seismic Trapper? Helix. I've released a guide video and it explains the leveling. I almost never have a bleed flask by this point. Maybe like 1 out of 10 times. I never go to Beastcraft it. I mean, I probably should, but...
When I'm ready, and not
No, it's
before.
the opposite. If you're a noob, you should have one. But I'm good enough to not die to a bleed. So I don't need it. Oh yeah, watch this. I didn't get it. I think I transmuted the wrong Quicksilver. I don't think that one was high enough eye level. See, why do I need a bleed flask?
Be happy.
Resetting for my flask charges.
Our mistakes can be our greatest achievements. It was
What is this? I usually forget to grab that one. That's why I never have my rank 2 elemental res.
Good. I like surprises.
Yeah, I skip life flasks a lot. And I had another life flask that was like better, but I forgot it in my stash, I think. Yeah, I'm rolling SSFHC.
I shall preserve your beauty for eternity.
After Brutus, I'm glad I won't be seeing any more of your work.
Buddhist.
Exquisite.
Oh god, I can't see! Flashbang!
I could have made you into
Let me grab that other life flask now. Perfect
I hate to be
timing.
critical,
And
but
it's gone, I told
I've
it.
seen better.
Can we be of help?
And there we go, is better. Get out of here. Get out of here. For Doedry, you're gonna wanna, if you wanna be safe, stay in Enfeeble. The worst one, in my opinion, to stand in is Temp Change, the purple one. The red one's scary to stand into because you get one shot. So, recommend just standing in the green.
you and I are about to create the most beautiful of nightmares together. We go to bed.
No, they don't bounce. They do not bounce off of Frost Wall.
now, exile.
What?
Now, exile.
Malachai is not invited to your birthday party.
Now, see if you truly
You're allergic to
understand
shellfish.
to be nightmare.
That's unfortunate.
Nightmare is the true eternal.
My life, my mana flask. It's the raid Quantric.
Except that you are being selfish. Nightmare is the true eternal. You're so in love with death.
So many buttons to press.
2. What?
Yeah, this is the race build. The
Yes.
cultist, cold
What do you
conversion, spark.
You will be remembered. Poor Malachi. You were so frightened to death, weren't you? Now the two of you can get better acquainted. It's really not so bad once you get to know it.
I'm gonna drop 2 Badger Brotherhoods in Act 10, farming Blood Aqueducts. That's in Act 9 now, so I don't know how that's gonna happen. It's part of the new league update. Spoiler alert. Spell Echo sucks. Don't level Spell Echo. Shikari, like both of them dropped from Shikari, like going through her shit tunnel. Not tunnel, whatever it is. The same pack. How am I so tanky without upgrading my armor all the time? That's the neat part. I'm not tanky, I'm just not getting hit very much. So for this map, you always go down and to the left, pretty much, I think. I think every layout in this map is like down left. I think the layout's like always the same. Is there even different layouts for this map? It's like always down left. I don't know if there's technically different layouts though. Or different like, whatever. Oh, Juicer Ring.
For freedom.
Last thumbnail, you mean my poison concoction one or the other one? The spark one. Poison one. Yeah, that's a good one. So for control blocks, you can hug up the left, and then here's this thing, the miasmeter. What is that? What do you? Is this like a real thing in real life? I have no clue what that is. And then to leave, you hug up and you go right. How's your most popular YouTube video? My build. What do you mean your build? Are you talking about DD? Is DD even my most viewed video? Isn't it like something else? Oh, is Slinger my most popular? I thought I had a Blade Blast video that had more views from like a while ago.
DD is my driver.
When I hit Oriat Square, I tend to go back and grab the rewards.
Farewell.
Grab the Granite Flask. Throw that in. Reduced duration, increased effect. I hate when I get that. Curse? Alright, that's fine, sure. At this point, you should like only be picking up rare items and you can sell them for alts.
When I'm ready and not before.
Or transmutes if you need a few of those. Tactical level up. That was planned. Dude, I feel like I should kill all the monsters on my screen with this level up MTX. I really want to see a rip clip of someone dying to the level up MTX because I couldn't see anything. Just wait till it crashes people. Dude, I'm pumped for the Marauder. My second character of the league is gonna be a Marauder. I hope you can get like 3,000 strength and he's just so huge. Like you become as tall as his pillar and you're ripped with muscles. Alright, here in Chamber of Innocence you can take your time and clear like all the packs. It's good XP. Catch up on levels. There's always blue packs up on these little platform things up the stairs. Should clear all those. I wonder if I do that too many times if I get demonetized on YouTube. Should I test it?
The world must be cleansed of impurity. Kneel! Rise! I am...
You're another tab that's not an okay sound? What are you talking about? I've been quiet for the last 5 minutes.
I need more mana.
Burn! Rise! I am order. I am the new and the eternal. I am innocence. I am the end. I am...
Yeah, Spark does giga damage while leveling. It's definitely better than Armageddon Brain Creation. Definitely better. No, you do that. None of the Spark MTXs are good enough for me to actually buy. I'm very picky with my MTX. Very stingy. What is on sale? Nothing good. Why aren't you phased? Spark, Necro? No. Is it good? Dude, I think someone was talking something about that. I heard someone wanted to play Necro something weird. Is it Spark Necro? No, I don't think so.
Too much clutter.
Necro Seismic.
What in damnation have you done?
Tons of cast speed plus Omni. Ah, Omni.
When I'm ready, and not before.
It could be. I still don't really see that over Inquisitor, but hey, maybe it's playable. Dude, okay. You just reminded me of something. On my tier list video for League Start, some guy was like, yeah, well, is this 7 out of 10 survivability before or after you go low life Aegis, melding Necro, blah 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 CI? I'm like, what do you think, dude? You have all that shit on League Start? What are you... He wrote like an entire paragraph and was like, yeah, well, you have all these items that take at minimum a few days to get. It would be way different. Yeah, it's almost like that's after League Start. Is that defense before or after Mage Blood? It's the Node Supreme Ego affect Mirage Archers and Totems. Doesn't it? What? That's the one that makes you only have one aura, right? Wait, what? I'm lost.
Too much clutter.
This is a good league to League Start in hardcore since builds haven't changed. I mean, this is probably like the worst league to start in hardcore because there's going to be a ton of unintended shit that's probably going to happen with Arch Nemesis mods on rare mobs now that they didn't think of, and you're probably going to get randomly killed by a ton of stupid stuff. If I was to take a guess, no, this is probably going to be the worst hardcore league in a long time. Like, changing one of the fundamental systems of the game is not going to go well for hardcore, is my prediction. Either they severely, it's going to go one way or the other. They severely undertuned them, or severely... Okay, there's three things that could happen. One, they're all severely undertuned. Two, they're all severely overtuned. Three, it's fine, but then they forgot a few really stupid combos, and there's gonna be like a few combos that will just delete you instantly, or yeah. I think it can go one of those three ways. Yeah, and then that's not even considering things that are bugged. I mean, that's what I'm saying too. That's my what I think is most likely. I think for the most part, it's not going to be as bad, and I think people are freaking out for no reason. I'm just scared about a few things that they probably oversighted. Like, I think it'll be mostly stuff will be weaker than before, but I think there will be a few oversights that just like delete you instantly. Yeah, what the heck? What was removed from the next expansion's core game? Bloodline and Arch Nemesis. I mean, Bloodline and Nemesis mods. Yeah, this is spark leveling for DD. For YouTube people, the things you need here in the 3 corners, top, bottom, and right of the map. If you didn't notice.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
Let me swap these. Where's my portal? My thought on the Skeleton Mage Necro build? I mean, I gave a pretty good description of it in my tier list video, but basically, I think it's a bad league starter because they're gonna take like 1 to 3 days to get it actually online, depending how much you actually play. And I think it's probably a bait for a lot of noobs because a lot of people are going to be playing it, so the gear or the jewel might be kind of expensive, and other things you might need might be kind of expensive, like clusters. And before you really get at least mid-tier, I mean, even with mid-tier gear, I think the build feels lackluster. And before you get mid to high-tier gear, it's going to not feel too great. I think it's a bait. For most players.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I think the majority of players pick bait builds. Probably something like 90% of players probably pick bait builds as league starters. Alright, maybe not that high, but some very high amount of players probably pick bait builds for their specific scenario, anyways. Hey, I don't think self-cast Spark's a bait. As weird as that sounds.
I need more mana.
Dude, it owns. Fizz Seismic on trade, it's fine. It's good. What new player designed unique do I most want to find? I want to find Lighty's chill ring because it's broken. I'm just gonna stick that ring on every single character.
The flame of hope may flicker, but it cannot be extinguished.
Resistances are still good.
Good tidings. Good tidings. Remember.
I don't know. That ring's gotta be super rare. It's like so good. It's gotta be a super rare drop from an Uber boss. Like tier 0. It's gotta be like, what's that one sword that I can't remember because it's a dead sword now, but dropped from Awakener? I can only think of the base type Legion sword. Savior. Yeah, it's gotta be like as rare as that, or maybe rarer.
Ready, exile? It is time to hunt!
When I'm ready, and not before.
It's hardcore good when. What do you mean? It's good for softcore, dude. It's got corpse destruction on it. I'm using Live Split for the timer. Ooh, those are pretty juicy, but I can't really get rid of these. Oh, I can swap it there. What is this? Desecrate?
Let me teach you the laws of war.
Man, these totems are so tanky now. Yeah, I saw that coming. See, with the new rare mobs, that won't happen. That won't happen with new rare mobs. What just happened right there? I look at that pack and I saw that coming. That wouldn't happen with the new rares. What happened? I died. Because of Zoomy mob. And probably some extra damage on it too, I imagine. I don't know, those mobs just really hurt there. Chill Ring or Mage Blood? Are you asking which I'd rather have?
When I'm ready, and not before.
If I had to choose, I mean Mage Blood. Still Mage Blood. Thoughts on the new global Alice passives like reduce damage, increase damage? I don't know. It's kind of weird. I mean, in hardcore, at a certain point with your builds, you're like everybody's just gonna take the reduced damage one once your build does enough damage, right? I mean, I guess maybe not if you wanna not take it. but I can see myself always taking it, at least if I'm playing a build that like has enough damage, which plenty of builds get enough damage, then you'll be like unkillable. So. Unless like rare mobs are really undertuned and then you have nothing to die to, so I don't know. Is it a good way to push content? I mean, you're gonna have to figure out a balance yourself. If you do like, I mean, it depends on your damage. Like I was saying, if you do enough damage, it won't really matter. But if you're playing a build that doesn't have enough damage, it'll, you know, obviously not be very good. So it's really like a, I think it'll just be an unspec, respec on case by case basis. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of things now that are like take increased damage for more rewards. I don't know why they put things like that in the game. I think it's fine. But you know people are gonna just click those nodes because they see like, ooh, more rewards. And then you're gonna get these same people complaining about Reddit, random one-shots, even though random one-shots don't exist in this game. Only bad players think that. Like, that's not actually really a thing. Well, next week they might be a real thing with the new rare mods, but... Like, you just know they're like, GGU's shooting themselves in the foot for their lists, things like that. I don't know why they put them in the game. As you know, people are just gonna take it without thinking and then like get one shot in 33 maps in a row and then quit and then complain on Reddit.
When I'm ready and not before.
Get hit by every single spike trap? Yeah, I like that strategy. I do that a lot. I don't think you can even die to that. How do you die to those? Isn't it percentage based of your HP? Or no, I think it does flat and then percent. So if you have like really low HP, like, I guess it'd kill you. Random one-shots come because of visual clutter. I mean, have you tried playing a build without visual clutter? Like, that's a legitimate downside to some builds, right? I think that is like a legitimate part of balancing. That's like part of the reason why I think BD is really good, because there's no visual clutter. I think like visual clutter is a legitimate balancing point. And yeah, damage is more spiky in now because you get a lot more options and you can make it more spiky. But if you're just playing where you should be playing on your character, it's definitely not more spiky. In fact, it's like the opposite. I think like right now is like the least damage you'd ever take in the game. No build is immune to visual clutter. That's not true. Just because you don't know what's going on your screen doesn't mean visual clutter. You have to have an eye to see through it. Like, that's a legitimate skill. Like, if you just because you lack the ability to see through it, like, doesn't mean that it's like a huge issue on a lot of builds. Like, if you have visual clutter that's actually seriously impacting your gameplay, one, you're playing something that you like willingly chose that is like literally visual cancer skill, which in that case choose a different skill. Or two, you're like, oh, I already did the zone. Or you're like a boomer and you just don't see it. And you don't see what you need to see. I mean, there's definitely more of it, yes, I don't disagree. Now, at this point, they're just basically like, you put as much as you want, right? Like, they give you the option to put more. They're not forcing it on you. I mean, yeah, pretty much. They basically give you a really pretty linear scale now. It's basically like a slider. How fucked up do you want this game to be? And you have pretty good agency now of how it should be.
When I'm ready, and not before.
And how much you can, like, personally deal with, that's like a legitimate skill, I think.
I need more
Knowing like when your build is safe enough that you can tank through it, or knowing what all the shit you're looking at, or whatever. Like, that's a legitimate thing you have to consider. Inquis Spark good for hardcore? Yeah, it's a very nice build. Very good. For YouTube people watching, and whoever is curious, I typically skip. There's a skill point you get here, and then there's a skill point you get up there. I usually skip those because they're kind of rippy early on. So, but if you're software, you can just go do them right away and don't have to backtrack to them. Like and subscribe, favorite, comment, poop, and mail it to YouTube headquarters. Just kidding, don't do that. Only in Minecraft. Don't do that either. Don't do that. It's a joke. I'm not legally held liable for that if anybody does that. Yeah, Rhyslotha's pretty rippy. If you like don't pay attention, then Rhyslotha burrows, it'll like one-shot you. This zone's good for getting XP, so if you're like falling behind on XP at this point, you can farm the zone for a few levels. If you're like only level 44 or something, stay here for a bit.
The Brand King. His time has almost come. Then hope will be... I will be gone.
Spark and Quiz Uber Elder viable? Probably, yes. It's probably all Ubers viable. Now, all Ubers viable super early like DD will be? No. Viable when you farm some gear? Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna start with DD. Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I don't know, somebody didn't want to do it. People were making drama out of it. So. Listen, I'm gonna say what I usually say. It was probably ruined by Reddit. With me knowing no information, it was probably ruined by Reddit. Why unfortunately? Because I've played DD every league start for like over a year now and I'm tired of DD. But I'm not comfortable enough to start seismic trap, so I'm going DD again. I mean, I reckon next league, I reckon it'll probably be nerfed. I think. So if you want to play the builds, it's a good time to play it. There's no way it doesn't get nerfed next league, right?
I need more mana.
I need a better mana flask. Does PvE still have issues with AMD? I don't know. Probably, definitely not as many as it used to have, but I don't know. Alright, here's a trick. So when you get the beacon, you go up and run to the top left of it, so you can click it, and if you don't do that and you just click the front of it, you're gonna have to wait a second. But if you just go up like that, you don't have to wait. You can also flame dash off there like I just did. Not as good as it used to be, because you used to be able to do a little glitch where Waylon would skip his animation, but you can't do that anymore.
And not before.
Alright, this layout is messed up. I have no idea how to read it. Can I help you? Don't like the fact there's no new skills for 2 leagues in a row. You don't want to play the same as before. Alright, here's a crazy thought. Don't. Spark's good. Spark good.
So courageous. Such a fine example of womanhood. I simply knew you wouldn't disappoint me.
Lost Ark, log in. Time to do dailies.
His Majesty could never be satiated.
Time for
with
dailies, log
one
in.
ride alone.
You have to go talk to these 3 animals and sing to them.
I shall always treasure your company.
I guess I could get Tornado now from the girl. Should I add another button to my rotation?
I need more mana.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I think the flat damage from Flame Wall is probably better at this point anyways. I think. Randomly guessing. I have enough buttons. Going for first 40-40 in hardcore. Do I have to remind you how many challenges I got last league? I have to remind you?
Time and tide wait for no man.
19. Alright, Control T Tornado. How many buttons am I up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
When I'm ready, and not before.
You definitely don't need that many though. You can pick and choose which ones you want to use. Not necessary at all. I could get more. I could get Sigil Power and like some other stuff. Spark is better than Armor Brand Cremation in my opinion, but personal preference. They're close enough that it's personal preference. Play whatever you want. Play whatever is more fun to you. I don't like build. So the thing about me is I don't like builds where I drop something and then I run past and then the mobs die. Playing like that feels really unsatisfying to me. That's why I'm not a huge fan of Armor Brand Cremation. I don't know what about it, but it's not satisfying. I'd go for some peanut butter crackers. I'm missing out for playing pre-nerf DD. Dude, Ignite DD before the nerf was actually crazy. Now that was as broken as people are making it out to be. Now, not so much. Pre-nerf though, it was actually crazy. Dude, in my guide video, I killed the tier 16 boss with regular DD in like 1 second. I didn't even have to pop my ball DD. It did so much damage.
Lily Pogard.
Let's say team on 3 sub Joanne. Fireburst. I never played Fireburst. I never got to experience it.
When I'm ready and not
Hello
before.
to you, great dreamer.
Spark is very viable endgame. Good early game, decent mid game, and it scales very good later. Like a lot later on, it scales very good. PvP. I mean, it's probably pretty good for PvP. You're not going to be dodging it, and it's going to be all around the arena. Here we go. 16 button presses. Go. One-shotted. 16 button presses. Go. Again. He's cheating with the shield. It's not fair. He's cheating. There you go. He died. Alright, here we go. Can I get him before he goes in the thing? Yes! Right now, log in. It's the new league. Best support gems for Tornado besides duration? I don't know. Do you even link Tornado with anything? Every time I've used Tornado, I've just had it unlinked. Running mom over auras, a dumb idea while leveling. Yes. The only time it's not a dumb idea is like if you're playing a build that somehow doesn't have any auras that's needed at a certain time, like if you can't get any auras that benefit you yet. But even that, it's a little overkill anyways to do that.
When I'm ready and not before.
It would be a respec if it was a real character, but this is just a leveling test YouTube video thing. It would be a respec in the DD. Thing with mom though, you have to make sure, if you take mom early, you have to make sure you're not like getting cucked with your mana and then you can't flame dash and then you die because of it. I have a guide video on DD and it has the PB. I mean, you go DD in maps, basically, when you get to maps. Here we go, 10 million button, press go! Damn, almost got him before he did his thing.
Ready, exile? It is time to hunt!
Almost got him. PvE2 is no endgame infinite axe. Hell yeah, dude. PvE2 is when I really gotta like juice my YouTube content. Like I gotta make like really like actual good quality stuff for that. When a bunch of new players flood in, I gotta reel them in like with a fishing hook. PvE2 is like make or break, dude. PvE2 has the potential to like skyrocket you. Make it big. Here we go, 20 million button presses. Where are the fireflies? Am I optimistic about D4? No. Maybe. Is that a joke?
When I'm ready, and not before.
Here's what I think let me give you a rundown of what I think D4 is gonna be. I think it's going to take D3 and then it's going to put the worst parts of Lost Ark into it. That's my prediction on D4. And I think Lost Ark's a good game, right? But I think they're gonna specifically take the worst parts of it because they're Blizzard and that's what they do. So they're gonna take the worst parts of Lost Ark, stick it in D4, and then they're gonna ask why you don't love dailies.
Just in time.
Do you think D4 will do season/hard resets? I mean, you never know at Blizzard, right? But it'd be really dumb if they didn't have seasons. That would be like the dumbest thing ever. But you never know with Blizzard these days, honestly. I could honestly see them just making it permanent standard all the time. I mean, D2 was released without ladders for like 6 months. Or D2 Resurrected.
Just in time.
Why not Inquis? Because Inquisitor DD is worse than Necro DD in almost every way. Yeah, this is the YouTube run. So for this zone, you basically run up and then you gotta... I think I missed it actually. The entrance is right there, but I'm stupid. Basically, you run up and then it's to the left in this big stupid square.
When I'm ready, and not before.
And you look for this book in the middle of the big stupid square, and then there it is. There we go, talk to her, and I'm gonna go get my rewards. Yeah, there's that layout where there's like the little tiny entrance to the stupid square, and then there's another layout where you have to keep running all the way up and left, and then it's in there.
Journey well.
I much prefer the other one. I mean, that one, if you're used to it, you can get it easily. Like, it's not hard to see, but if you miss it, it's really annoying. What do I want my... I'm like at the point where I don't really know where I'm going with my tree. Thoughts on BV? I don't know. I haven't seen anybody play BV in like a really long time, so I'm assuming it's not that good. Why don't I recommend DD for softcore? Because you're gonna do no damage in terms of softcore damage. Like, the damage is not very high on that build, and typically in software, people want to juice their damage. In that one, you're gonna be like, not very much. Top left life. Do I have? I think I have all the life. I guess I have the straggler life nodes that I need to grab, but. I see my next two. I was looking at chat, that doesn't count. Lag? No one saw that. That was a weird bug. Champ EA for software should be fine. Yeah, if you want more damage / better clear, you can go Elementalist. DD Sparkrun, yes. Cornstarch in your hair to have an extra day of not having to shampoo. Does that work?
When I'm ready, and not before.
$2 million buttons, go! Take it.
My bride has arrived, exile. I hope you brought a wedding gift.
How'd they hatch? I broke their egg. 2 million buttons, go! Thanks for the Twitch Prime, Dotem. Yeah, I'm hoping there's some good rip clips using the leveling MTX. That'll be funny. That's like the #1 rip clip I want to see, or clip in general from League. What was wrong with Slush Lar? I have to just like cover all the ground around you and you couldn't see through it? I'm guessing.
Hail God.
Grab a determination for a little bit more tankiness. Want to start DD? I don't know if it's good for Blight and Expedition before. It's fine. It can clear those two things easily.
Did you trip on the rug earlier?
No. Did you?
No, but the rug moved.
I blame Bug.
What are you drinking out of?
I'm drinking out of a jar.
Why?
Because our cups are nasty.
Even the ghost ones?
Those are for coffee.
Oh, God.
not the same with water.
Why?
Because it's for coffee.
You know how goofy you sound.
No.
Okay. Does it taste the same? Does it change the flavor of the water if you drink it out of the ghost slugs?
Close to the end
Yes.
of the path.
In a bad way?
Slowness lends
Yes.
strength to it.
If I put a blindfold on you, and you try it out of that, you're gonna tell me it doesn't taste like water.
You smell like cornflakes. I smell cereal.
Ambition, wisdom is the
Hey, you.
of suffering.
Why would it be me?
I don't know.
Because I snacked on Doritos?
Did you?
I did.
That's not what I'm smelling. Did you give him diaper?
Yes.
Oh, that's what I'm smelling.
Why would you think cornflakes is cereal?
I don't know. Kind of smells like it.
No. Alright, then you go and get a big whiff.
For lab, you can pretty much always run up and to the right and find what you need to find. When in doubt, go up and right. Except sometimes it's to the left.
Strikes without essence of an empire, just a shared dark continuance. Commit to your course.
Yeah, I do giga damage.
You are inexhaustible. The sovereign leech leaves but a husk for its descendants.
Zara is just saying words. That's what he does. Yeah, unless it's left, then it's usually right. That's true. So glad they changed Uber Lab. What do you mean? I mean, like, you only need one trial? Yeah.
I'm ready and not before.
That's a good change. Houses versus armor creation. Oh, I like this better, but they're pretty similar. Spark fall off hard in maps? No. I mean, if you're doing it on a random ascendancy, that's going to give you, like, no synergy, like on Necro. I mean, it gives you kind of synergy, like, I think it would be playable, but, no, not really. It's pretty good in that.
To be promising, an empty empire awaits you in open shores.
I need more mana.
Rise to the occasion. You are free.
Gotta put my auras back on. There's about something semi-important I was just about to say. But I don't remember. Semi-important. It's gone. My profile, exclamation point, profile. Skill tree is also in the DD leveling guide, PUB. It'll bring you step by step. I mean, if I forgot it wasn't that important. Usually that's not the case. Usually I forget the important things and I only remember stupid stuff, but you know. Oh, this next Doedri's a juicer with this build.
Just in time.
Leveling build. She dies like she will die instantly. Watch this. It's perfect arena for her. $20 million buttons. It is hard to press this many buttons. I'd probably be doing more damage if I just didn't press like half of them. Desecrate, Orb of Storms, Flame Wall, Tornado, Wave of Conviction, Conductivity. Oh, I can get Sniper's Mark now. I should probably do that here at some point.
I need more mana.
Well, I'm not going to use Sentinels while leveling, so I'm not adding 3 more for Sentinels. Why does lightning strike what? A tornado? Because I'm casting a lightning skill on it? Or you mean my Herald of Thunder's lightning strikes as well? Could be a few things. Herald of Thunder aura, you get an Act 2.
Give it.
Here we go, 20 million buttons. That was huge. You don't need to talk to Clarissa there. I know a lot of people think you do, but you don't actually need to. Uber Cortex Forza's down 100% increased effective mod. I'm hoping they don't put Cortex in the race, but I have a feeling they will.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Dude, if the race is to kill all 7 bosses, that's gonna be messed up. Imagine you kill 6 and then you're waiting on a Cortex to kill for you to drop. And then, well, I guess you just wait to do them all at once, right? So you wouldn't have the scenario occur where you killed 6, then you're doing maps trying to get the last one, and then you, like, die. I guess you just wait to do them all at once. No, I don't ever remember useful things. Why you do after leveling with Spark? I don't know what that means. Why I do what? What did I do?
I need more mana.
Ellie Monster Life. Ellie Pen. Yeah, I'm hoping you don't need to kill Cortex. Do you think they have the foresight to not include Cortex? Because there's so much RNG. One, you have the RNG of dropping it. Two, you have the RNG of it dropping with not terrible mods. Grain Gate Tech? What is Grain Gate Tech? I just kill him. There's a tech? Correct. Oh. Yeah, that's true. Alright, for that last zone. Oh, I thought, for some reason in my head I was reading that at, like, I thought you meant specifically the Gemling Legion quest. I'm like, what's the text? But, yeah, so in the Grain Gate, if you look at the doorways for where you need to go for the random buildings, you go into the one with the dead bodies in front of him, and then it'll, you know, that's where you go.
I love it so much.
She likes it.
I like it.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I need more mana.
That guy is tanky. What I think about socketing Spark in the amplification rod to level up. I have no idea what you're saying, dude. That just sounds like you're saying random RPG words. What the hell are you talking about? What is an amplification rod? Oh, is that shit unique wand? Yeah, don't use that. Cheesy Uncle McDave's is not a real thing. You're a liar. Yeah, I don't. There is no way someone has a restaurant named Cheesy Uncle McDave's. If it ends up being like a TikTok meme, you're banned. I am leveling this into a DD build right now, so yes. That's the entire point currently. I mean, you can level it into any build that has like a left side tree.
When I'm ready and not before.
Anything that has within like 20 regret points, you should level this. As it. What if your name was E. Dunkel? That MTX is because after I'm never gonna use it in the real league because I'll fucking die from ground effects or something if I use it because I can't see anything. It's already killed me once this run. I already died from the level effect once. I'm not dying on a real character for it. How? I don't know. I like leveled up while doing Malagaro or something and I couldn't see it and he killed me. Or almost killed me or something. One or the other. Seismic or DD for our core league star? I don't know. How good are you at the game? Are you really good? Seismic. Are you not really good? DD. That's if I log off during queue for League Start. Oh, God. I do it every time. I'm gonna rebind my key to /exit this League Start though, so. I don't know if typing /exit when you're in a queue would somehow cancel it though. Okay, maybe there's a hotkey to leave it. Yeah, I was actually impressed with the controller controls in this game. They're actually good, except for navigating menus. My mana! I muled Ranger up the title. I think if you mule an Onslaught, if you mule Ranger and whatever the stupid class is called, I think you're trolling.
Goodbye.
Tell me something. Don't do anything I would.
Pacement of the build. Didn't I already tell you it's in the DD guide leveling video /POB?
When I'm ready.
Didn't I say that already? Pretty sure that was you. What? They're cheaters. I do that. I guess it's time to restart. Oh my god.
More mana.
Someone link that guy to shit. Someone link that guy to shit. Dude, look at that damage, giant.
Just in time.
So at this point, if you want to farm some levels, you could farm some levels in Blood Aqueduct, or you could do it in Foothills, or you wait till Desecrated Chamber. It's whatever your preference is. Emote pageant. I hope corrupted blood is less common with the new rare mobs. More common. Please no. So let me go to my hideout here and let me get. I don't. Sniper's mark. Alright, let me. You know. Screw Desecrate.
Ready, exile? You're quite
Yeah, I got rid of conductivity. That's good. Less buttons is good.
When I'm ready and not before.
Too many buttons right now. $50 I die to CB. Okay. Is that a bet? Alright, if I die to CB this league, I'll give you 10 subs, and if I don't, then you give me 10 subs. I'm just gonna spec CB on every character now. Free money. I mean, you know damn well I'm not gonna do that, but there's no way I die to CB again. Next chair spin run? I don't know, maybe in like 2 months or something. I don't want to overdo it. I feel like if I overdo it, then it'll just like flop. Gotta give it some exclusivity, you know. Game sucks. Dude, I've had CB in every map for the last like 4 maps. Can it please don't?
I need more mana.
Arch Nemesis mods that petrify you? I think there might be one. But hopefully not. Well, if I was leveling for a real... If I was leveling in hardcore, I'd obviously be going slower and I would not be like 5 levels under leveled right now with only 2k life. I'd probably have like 3k life and using a bone offering skill and some other stuff so I wouldn't be dying, right? It's not really risky. It's only risky if you go super zoom for no reason.
Oh. You did it.
Well.
Be careful.
See you later.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I want to play a build this league that has like 1 million movement speed. Did I really miss it? It's really down there. Hate that. Why aren't you zapping dinosaurs? Seismic.
I need more mana.
Daughter!
Sacrificing a ring slot for 20% damage reduction, nothing else. Yeah, just the casual free fortify that will stack on normal fortify. No big deal. And free corpse clearing and some other stuff. No big deal, just 2 of the most valuable things in the game. It isn't even if you're softcore. You stick that ring on any build, there you go. There's your layer of defense. And that's all you need.
When I'm ready, and not before.
What ring? Lighty's new ring. I don't know what it's called.
I got Warm Nights. You killed.
Does it lower any actions? I'm blind. Well, it's not like you'd ever actually get that ring in an event, right? Probably. Because it's probably gonna drop from it like an Uber boss, I'm assuming, as it drops from. Knowing him, he will, but he doesn't even get amazing RNG. What do you mean? You mean like Steel Mage will get it? Is it a sapphire ring? What is the base type? I'm gonna remember to pick up the feather this time. I'm not gonna forget it. Guaranteed.
I need more mana.
Yeah, sapphire base type makes sense. Oh boy, war cries.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I do like how they're letting people make uniques now. Who wins? Kind of cool. / div cards. Really? This quest is the worst quest in the game. Why does it do this? Why doesn't it drop on our body instantly? What is wrong with them? Tree stuff. Isn't the tree the same, just with keystones?
My love.
I do that every run. I don't remember the last run, I didn't do that. I've got brain delay from NA. Sarf and Quiz has relatively low damage and you have to be right in the boss's asshole. The boss sucks. Just level with Helix, that's smooth. I don't need all this, it's gone. I don't know, that poison Helix was pretty spark smooth. Probably smoother because you need a lot less buttons. I mean, if you're Marauder, you're probably not going to be using poison.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I think the skill you're looking for, Assbunger, is Blade Vortex.
I need more mana.
I mean, I don't know if found a build is the right word, because it's going to be the same build that I've started for over a year now. But yeah. Dude, I hate this. I hate this zone. I do this little circle every time.
Come here.
Farming some XPs.
The smell is bad, but the tenants are worse.
Something.
I don't think the layouts are any different. I think that's just you.